girl Stephanie 101 with Stephanie. I'm sure you're thinking, where has she been all this while? I haven't been around for 1 year, I know. But I want to thank you all so much for sticking around with me. I'll probably come back sometime with a story of why I have been away. That's full on. But for today, as you all know, is my birthday. And I'm one person who has been so afraid of getting old. And this probably will be the truest and the most sincere thing I have ever said or shared online. But I want to welcome you in this journey. And I think I've spoken to a lot of women about it. And it fascinates me as to how much we're so worried about aging. And I don't know if it's just me or if it's everyone is feeling that way. But I've spoken to a couple of women who I have learned so much from. What is it about aging that gets men? Funny enough, it's not just women, it's men and women. And I have got Sharon here. And like I said, we're going to be exchanging notes. Hi, Sharon.
Hi.
Thank you so much for doing this with me.
No worries, that's all right.
I don't know. I feel a bit calmer now. But to be honest with you, I have been dreading this age for the past, if I give you the past years, you probably know how for the past few years. I don't know why. And I don't know if it's as a result of my cultural upbringing, in the sense that you attach age to achievement. But speaking to a few people, even outside of my culture, I noticed that it's almost the same sentiments around it. What do you have to say about that?
Well, I think when I was around your age, which was a while ago now, I was very aware I did have a lot of pressure from people to have children, and I blinked and then I was a bit older and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I better think about that. So it wasn't something that was really pressing in my 20s, but as I got into my 30s, I'm thinking, gosh, I better think about that. But yeah, when you're older though, Stephanie, is that you do think to yourself, what did I worry about back then? It's just a number. In fact, I love telling people how old I am. I don't care. It's, in Australian culture and Western culture, a lot of people say it's very rude to ask a woman her age. I don't see why. Like, what's wrong with saying your number? So, I do. I'm pretty open. I just say how old I am. I'm 52.
It's a good thing you have an open mind about aging. But a lot of people I've spoken to, even people my age, they're so scared of the fact that they're going to lose control of everything. Is that really
when they're old?
Yeah.
Older? No, you get more in control as you get older. Yeah. You don't lose control. No. I think you get a lot more wisdom. You might be a little bit less of, some people, it depends on their personality, but they may be a little bit less of risk taking, maybe when they're in my ages. But, I left my job and went back to uni, so I think that's a pretty wild thing to do when you're 52. But I think every person has to make their own decision about without the pressure of other people trying to influence them. I think as you do get older, you do start to realise, stuff them all, I'm doing what I want. Instead of being pressured by friends or family about what to do. Which I think as you get older, you get more confident in saying that.
In saying what you want, and you have more control.
Yeah.
So control in the sense of what you want, control in the sense of what you don't want.
What you don't want.
Control of not allowing those external influences to
but you also have a lot of history to draw upon as well. When you're 52 and you look at things, you have a big resume to pull upon to then, as I said, you might become a little bit less risky because you think, but, it's like I'm 52, I can't do this. 52-year-olds don't do that, but why not? I'm the sort of person that just if you want to do something, live your life and do it at whatever age you are. But
I spoke to a lot
There's
of,
plenty of years left on me.
of course, I spoke to a lot of women and I asked them what their favorite age was. A lot of them told me 30, 25. What was yours?
Yeah, I don't know. They're really, I think probably, it's hard to put one down as the favourite,
Yeah.
but certainly in the 20s, I did a lot more travelling, I had a lot more money, you know, so it was sort of much more adventurous. But that's just my life circumstances as well. And then I had children and I was very committed to being stable for them. We still did lots of fun things, but you know, we didn't have expensive holidays, and we, you know, bought a house and all of those sorts of things. And yeah, so
Speaking about children, how exciting is that? I actually spoke to a woman who told me, no, you don't really want to have children now. You should enjoy your 30s. And I'm like, okay, what would I do when I'm 40 then? What are some of the best things about having kids?
like you didn't ask me this a few hours ago. No, I think when you appreciate them as an amazing, unique human being, and the precious life you have now that you can shape. I mean, that might be a little bit esoteric from some mums. Just love the cuddles, you know, they love their babies, they love picking up babies. It's like, I mean, I'm okay with babies, but I don't sort of go around picking them up and stuff. But some people love babies. But for me, when I'm looking in a baby's eyes, I just see the amazing wonder of the potential of this little person. And if I'm their mother, I have that opportunity to influence them and teach them and grow them up in a way that I feel important about, you know, to be respectful to people, to, you know, enjoy their childhood, laugh about stuff, you know. Like I've tried to, and it may or may not work, but I've tried to protect my kids with a lot of stuff so that they can enjoy the freedom of childhood without the worries of the world. You know, I don't let them watch the news when they were little, you know, things like that. I'll protect them emotionally from a lot of stuff because I wanted them to dig in the sand, you know, play in the mud, you know, find creatures and butterflies and, you know, the joy of childhood. And when you're a parent or a carer, it doesn't even have to be your own child, it's just brilliant watching that little person develop. It's just, and then they develop into a big grown-up and it's even more fun. So, you know, that it is an amazing life, being, you know, extremely exhausting and tiring, but I think you have to, it's really fun.
Oh, okay, I can't
Yeah,
wait.
it is fun.
Through
all the hard times,
Yeah.
you've got to remember it always changes. Nothing stays the same. So when you are having very difficult times with children, it changes again. 6 weeks later, it's different. A year later, it's different. And that's when you do notice you're aging.
And then they get to 30 and they're scared.
Wasn't my child 6 weeks just a few weeks ago?
Yeah.
And now she's 20? How did that happen? Where did that go?
I guess what we should take from it as well, isn't it, that we should appreciate every stage of life we're at.
Absolutely.
Even though we live in a culture where we're being forced to believe that youthfulness is the ideal way. I know consumerism comes in as well because the marketers have to, you know, get in markets, get people to buy things. But at the same time, getting older, it's something to be excited about and appreciate for whatever it is you believe in, you know, has made available to you. I guess what my question will be now is, what would you tell my scared 30-year-old self about the next gazillion years or zillion years that I've got to live?
Find joy in every day. I think you have to see through sometimes some terrible times in the world. You know, you see stuff, even our government or our situations, but there is always something, like the beautiful rainbow that came up yesterday, you know, there's always something. When you look at a flower unfolding, it's just, there is joy in every day. And then every day is going on to the next day, the next week, the next month, the next year. Actually, what's really bad is when you have to light 50 candles on the cake, you set off the smoke alarm. That's when you know you're getting old.
Yeah.
So then you go down to the numbers, the 5 and the 0, so you've only got 2 candles.
Hi, I'm Emily and I'm 25.
Hi, I'm Charlie. I'm 28 years old.
Hi, my name is Enzo. I'm 48 years old.
Hello, my name is Mossad. I'm 26 years old.
Hi, I'm Leanne. I'm 23 years old, turning 24.
My name is Shraddha and I am 23 years old.
My name is Ladan. I'm 41 years old.
Age is quite an interesting topic because, of course, who wants to get old? I don't want to get old because I'm scared. I'm still 26. I have no family yet, not married, no kids. So for me, it is really scary because when you get to 30, you want to be settling down with family and kids and a husband. So yeah, for me, age is quite scary.
Yes, I am scared of aging very much. I feel like I have this comforting voice of my mother in my head which I don't think everyone has. I think is a privilege that she said, you know, this generation, people are figuring things out so much later. You have at least 2 or 3 careers. Social work has also given me a sense of comfort in that I feel like it's okay to be an older social worker. I feel like if anything, like I wouldn't probably feel confident if I was trying to go into dancing right now, you know, I'm 28, like, or a physical sport or something. But social work, I know that if you're older, it might limit you in some ways, but there's also a lot of experience you'll have over an 18-year-old. So that gives me comfort, but I'm still afraid of it. One thing I'm particularly afraid of in terms of aging is getting to like an older age, like in my later life, and needing to go into a nursing home. I'm a queer person, and I think about like I've read and seen a lot of accounts of people feeling pushed back into the closet, or what it means to have to engage with those systems that you've either avoided throughout your life or fought, you know, like those things that heteronormative world, and then what that means as an older person. I think about that a lot. So
I think I'll prefer dying when I'm in my 50s because I wouldn't want anyone taking care of me. I like my independence and doing stuff by myself, and it feels so good to be young forever. Like I can do anything. I can go hiking, I can go sporting, I can go to the club. I wish I'd be 25 forever.
Most people ask me how do I look younger than my age, and I believe you just have to have fun with life, be in touch with your inner child, and to me age is just a number. There is no big deal about what number or how old you are. It's just having fun and feeling good about yourself.
My thoughts on aging, you can probably tell before by my comment of turning 24, is one of my biggest fears. My biggest fear is pretty much turning 30 because there's like so many pressures to meet by the time you get 30, like getting married, having kids. I don't think I'm ready for that. I'm ready to YOLO. I really want to stay young. Everyone says that your 20s are the best years of your life, and that's what I want to do. I want to live it up. When I turn 30, let's see what happens, but I want to stay 20 or even 21. 21 was a good year for as long as I want. So if I turn 30 and I'm still YOLOing, don't judge me. I'm just dying to stay in my 20s as much as I can.
I'm not scared of aging because I think a lot of people have this, mentality that when you age, you become weak, you become needy and less desirable, and people are scared of that. But I don't think so. That's something, that doesn't really concern me.
I scared a little bit of aging because I'm thinking if I reach the age that I won't be able to do some stuff, that really scares me. And also really concerned about the time that I'm losing when I get like old. I'm just thinking, oh, maybe I lost lots of time that I could doing some more things.
Hi guys, this is your girl Stephanie, one-on-one with Stephanie. Like I said, I'll be going around. In fact, today's my birthday, and I'll be meeting inspiring women, asking them questions about what it means to grow a bit old, whichever way you want to call it. And we live in a society that is so self-obsessed about ageism and what it means to be youthful and what it means to be young. And I know I have had my own personal insecurities, which I'm gradually outgrowing, if you want to say it that way. I want to understand what the obsession is about aging, so I'm going to be exchanging notes with this amazing woman that I have so much love and respect for. You have no idea. But hear what she has to say. I'm sure you're going to learn a thing or two from her. So today's my birthday.
Happy birthday!
Thank you. It's one age I have been dreading for a very long time, and I'm not sure why. Maybe I'll say it's a cultural thing. But 30 should be a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Why am I so scared about it?
You shouldn't, baby. You shouldn't. You look confident, you look beautiful, you're very talented. You should just enjoy life. Life is very short, to tell you the truth. We're 30 today, we don't know if we're going to be 31 next year. So, and life passed by. You really need to enjoy it to the fullest. For me, I think every opportunity you have to see the light of a day, enjoy it to the fullest, because it will actually be a sin not to enjoy life when God gives it to you freely. It's about you. And look at you, you're going to uni, you're very creative, you love people, you love God, you're doing everything, you're working hard in the community. Why wouldn't you enjoy? Why are you scared?
What was 30s like for you?
30 was a hard, very, very hard for me. It was a hard period, but I tried to make fun, and I try to enjoy every opportunity I have. I create fun out of chaos, if I may say. It's true. So whenever there's a problem, I always look for a loophole to just turn that around. I think it's my personality, and because I guess when I lost my mom, that's actually shaping my life as well. Because my mom was a very beautiful, hardworking woman, raised 6 children, very hardworking. My mom would drive truck. I knew when she bought Volvo 244, brilliant entrepreneur, very beautiful woman, and she died very shortly. But she enjoyed life. So when mommy died, I thought, okay, I'm going to even enjoy more life than mommy, that she did, every opportunity. Because I remember I was going to take her photo once. I said, Mom, can I take your photo? And she goes, no. We had that Polaroid, instant camera. And she goes, no, let me just have, dress her first. And I didn't take the photo, and she died. You see? So that's why I reckon life is too short. You need to enjoy it. I don't know why people will be worried. I mean, sometimes it could be people might want to say they want to have children. I have a friend who had children at age 45. As a matter of fact, one lady just had baby 2 days ago. She was 40. You see? So now if there's money, if there's life, you can do anything. So they talk about aging. There's a whole lot of cosmetics you could use now. You don't even need to buy expensive one. You can buy some avocado, some broccoli, and just, my daughter does that. She'll sleep with some cucumber on her face and all that. So there's a whole lot of way you can lift yourself up. So there's nothing about aging really. People they'll see you and say, oh, Stephanie, you look 20. By the way, you look 20. You do look 20.
Blessing my friend should be so excited to hear this.
Yeah.
Because she's probably one person that will know a lot of this story, something you don't talk about.
Right.
But what are some of the lessons do you think I can learn, or we can learn? Because I'm hoping it's not just me that has this issue. A lot of people I've spoken to have this, but it's not something you want to start talking about. What are some of the lessons? I know you've talked about enjoying life. What are some of the lessons that you think we can learn?
I think first and foremost, you need to have a vision. What is your vision? Some people have a vision that they're going to go to 20 or 30 and then they're going to have marriage or marry, have children. Is that what it is? There's more to life than that. I know I like marriage, I like relationship, but I know a lot of times people marry or they get into relationship for wrong reasons. And then you get a relationship or marriage is a hard business. It's an institution you get to and there's no manual. And you get certificate on day one before you actually get into the relationship. What have you learned? Nothing. So it's really, really, really hard. So I advise people to actually get their vision clear. Think straight and think clear. what do you think life is about? Is life about having children? You know, and so the children one day they will leave home and then you'll be miserable. You'll be just you. Is it about to have relationship? The husband could pass away, could leave you. You know, so I think most important thing is actually to have a vision, have it clear, and to love yourself and love yourself really genuinely.
What was love like for you in your 30s?
Like I said, when my husband was my very good friend, and we've been very, very, very close for a long time. We were dating for 7 years before we eventually married. So we took life very easily, really. I think the important thing I want to advise as well is not to be serious. Not to be too serious about life. Just be childlike, not childish, be childlike. Have spirit, free spirit. You see, because when you think too deeply, that's when you get the wrinkles, you get old, you know. So love for me, I'm very playful. I love to joke around and to mock around. My husband is very serious, you know. He doesn't talk a lot either, but I get words out of him. So like I said, I create fun out of chaos, you know. So I play a lot. I think that's what it is, and I make the house very homely, make the children, because I'm worried about the children. I tell you one thing, a couple of my friends, I go to their home, it's too gloomy, so serious. The husband serious, wife friction, and the children are not having fun. I want children that will grow up having fun and think, you know, life is fun. Because the children, especially the girls, I know they're very sensitive. I want them to be able to say, I want to maybe one day marry. My daughter said maybe one day, maybe. I'm not pushing. Whatever you want to do, it's all right. There's no point getting married 20 years after divorce and then marry again. I've seen a lot of that in my family. So that's not the ultimate really. But God wants us to do it, but wait for your time.
Why have I been scared all this while? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
See, if there's anything you take out of this video, it's the fact that you've got to love yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you don't love yourself, you wouldn't be able to tell someone how to love you. That's one thing I've learned today. And you've got to be a child.
Yeah.
Why do you take things so seriously? Man, come on, Steph. I can be quite serious sometimes, but I've learned something to be quite like a child, but not childish.
Yes.
And I think I've got to learn as well is to be free-spirited and also have faith that everything is going to happen when is the right time.
Yeah.
Because I believe God created you for a particular purpose.
Yeah.
And until that purpose has been accomplished, you're still going to be here.
That's right.
Whether you've got wrinkles or not, it doesn't make any difference.
Yeah.
But what matters is what you've got in there, who you are. That's what you've got to invest in. It doesn't matter about what you look like. Mommy's already said it. There's a lot of cosmetologists around that can give you the physical attributions that you think you're looking for, you're aiming for. This is all natural anyway.
Can you tell?
This is all natural. But thank you all so much for watching. This is I'm laughing about it, but it's been such a serious thing. And I've got all these things in my head that is battling with myself. And I think sometimes it's good to talk about it. Don't judge me. I hope you learned something from this. I'll be talking to a few other women as well. I really want to understand this. Although I'm over the insecurities, but I still want to explore stories about women and how they're doing great things. And as well, add that to my life. Who knows? I might be a mom one day.
Coming home from work today, I saw our future. An old man and his wife were holding hands. They were sitting on a front porch swing like two young lovers. I waved to them as I went by. Then I realized life does not grow dimmer with the setting of the sun. The best years of our lives still are yet to come.